Fear, huh? That delightful little gremlin that pops up just when you're about to enjoy life. You know, it's like you're finally feeling good. Maybe you just got a promotion, or you're about to go on that dream vacation, and suddenly fear swoops in like it's the uninvited guest at a party. Oh, you're happy? Let me just squeeze your heart a bit. It's like a bad party guest who overstays their welcome, munching on your snacks and whispering sweet nothings of doom. What if you fail? What if they laugh? What if your cat judges you? Thanks, fear. I was just about to take a leap of faith. It's almost comical when you think about it, how fear operates. It's like this overdramatic toddler throwing a tantrum because it didn't get its way. Observe me, it cries, as if I'm not already observing it, rolling my eyes. Breathe into the sensation, they say. Really? I can hardly breathe with this weight on my chest. It's like trying to meditate while someone's sitting on your diaphragm and you're just there, gasping for air, wishing for a break from the relentless barrage of what if and but what about. And let's talk about belonging for a second. Fear loves to remind us we're alone, doesn't it? It whispers that we're the only ones feeling this way, that everyone else has it all figured out while we're just floundering in our insecurities. But then, you step into a group therapy session, and suddenly, it's like a potluck of fears. I brought my fear of public speaking. Oh, I've got a fear of commitment. It's a buffet of neuroses, and we're all just feasting on each other's insecurities. It's almost comforting, isn't it? To realize that you're not the only one with a long list of things that scare you senseless. But fear is tricky. It morphs and changes, adapting to whatever stage of life you find yourself in. As a kid, it was the monster under the bed or the dark corners of the room. As a teenager, it was the fear of not fitting in, of being judged for your choices or your style. And then, as an adult, it becomes this looming specter of failure, of missed opportunities, of never being enough. It's relentless, that little gremlin, always finding new ways to creep into your mind and make you second-guess every decision you make. But here's the kicker. What if we decided to change the narrative? What if we flipped the script on fear? Instead of letting it dictate our lives, what if we took control? The next time fear shows up, I'll just hand it a snack and invite it to leave. Thanks for the visit, but I'm busy living my life. You can take your existential dread and go binge-watch a series about people who actually have it worse. Imagine that, just sending fear off to its own little corner, like a child who's had too much sugar and needs a timeout. You can sit there and sulk while I go out and enjoy a sunset, thank you very much. Because at the end of the day, fear is just a feeling, right? It's an emotion that, while powerful, doesn't have to control us. It's like a storm cloud that rolls in, blocking out the sun for a moment, but it doesn't have to ruin the entire day. And let's not forget the irony of it all. We spend so much time worrying about the what-ifs that we often forget to actually live in the moment. We're so busy anticipating disaster that we forget to appreciate the beauty of now. There's a world out there waiting for us, filled with experiences and connections, laughter and love, but fear keeps us shackled to our comfort zones. So, what if we started treating fear like that bad party guest? What if we set boundaries? You can come in, but only for a little while, and then you're out. Because here's the truth. Fear is a natural part of being human. It's not going anywhere, so we might as well learn to coexist with it. We can acknowledge it, recognize it for what it is, and then move on with our lives. Let's take a moment to appreciate the times we've faced our fears and come out stronger on the other side. Remember that time you spoke up in a meeting, despite your heart racing? Or when you finally went on that date, even though your mind was screaming at you to cancel? Each time we choose courage over fear, we gain a little more power, a little more confidence. So, the next time fear tries to crash your party, don't let it take over the playlist. Change the music, shift the energy, and remind yourself that you're the one in charge. Fear doesn't get to dictate how you live your life. You do. And maybe, just maybe, you can turn that fear into fuel. Let it propel you forward instead of holding you back. Because life is too short to let a little gremlin dictate your happiness. It's time to embrace the chaos, the uncertainty, and yes, even the fear. After all, every great adventure begins with a leap of faith, and who knows what amazing things await on the other side. So here's to living boldly, to inviting joy in, and to telling fear to take a hike. Let's make room for the good stuff, shall we?